Hi Sue. So if you feel comfortable to move on, we've been using those muscles. You might like to have a little bit of a rest before you move on. I'll just show you a more in-depth part of that exercise of waving hands. It's not just moving them from side to side, which becomes one-dimensional or two-dimensional. You've got this part here and you've got this part here. But if we put it into a three-dimensional scenario, it's also an out movement and an in movement. And if we do the yin and yang thought, we've got an up and a down, an in and an out, a left and a right, a clockwise and an anti-clockwise. So let's think about starting our hands on the left side. Okay, no, left side, that's right. Your right hand is on top. So let's just start out with a simple one that we've been doing, bringing them across, swapping over and bringing them back. So now we're going to actually swap over and think about the movement coming out. So the hand that's on top is out there, the hand that's down the bottom is in. Swapping over and it's coming out, the other one goes in. Swapping over. Swapping over. So at this stage we're not worried about which one's going in first or which one's going out, whether it's closer, but the top one is the one that goes out. So we're reaching out and reaching out, reaching out when we get to the side and reaching out. Let's do just one more each side. Reaching out and reaching out. And then of course we come back to our open and close and rest. So one hand is going up, one hand's going clockwise, and the other one hand is going anti-clockwise. So without thinking about the mirror, my left hand is going anti-clockwise, my right hand is going clockwise as we do that circle. But not only that, if we add a little tiny bit more of perfection, we're turning the upper hand, bringing it down and turning it back in. Turning the top hand as if we're painting the wall and turning it back in. Turning. So we've got a spiral or a turn in our hand. We've got a turn here at the top. And we've got a turn here at the bottom. It's probably all you need to know at this stage, and if you practice this sitting, that helps. So just remember the direction you're going to. If I was doing it on my left side, I've got my left hand up and I'm going to the left, and then I swap over. Now my right hand is up and I'm going back to the right. Swapping over, my left hand is up to the left, swapping over, my right hand is up to the right. If you were to go the other way, you would be as if you would be stabbing the air, and it doesn't feel quite right if you do the opposite. So if you feel that's uncomfortable, you may be doing it back to front. So you go in the direction of the hand that's up the top. So this hand is up. It's like as if our elbow is leading the way. Elbowing. If we were doing martial arts, we've got a lot of people that are attacking us and we're pushing them out of the way as we go through one hand and then the other. So if you wanted to think about softness, you might think about the bamboo forest. It's just swaying gently, bending in the breeze. It might be just some trees that you've got out in your forest there, in your backyard. So gently swaying. So the trunk of our tree is from our waist down, and the canopy of the tree is from the waist up. So we've gone now for 5 minutes of practice, just refining that movement a little bit more. And that's probably enough. That 5-minute exercise will be giving those muscles a lovely exercise, and it should be comfortable for you. If you feel like that's too much, you modify it to suit you, to suit how you're feeling on that day. And you might have been lifting some heavy weights, some bags of mulch or something like that, and your back just feels a little bit tired. So you go with how you're feeling at this moment when you're practicing your Tai Chi. So until next time, for the next lesson, I'll say cheerio, and I'll give you that one next week. We'll try and include the moving hands and the stepping at the same time, and it can become very confusing, especially with us doing face-to-face this way and not in class. But next week I will actually turn around so that you will get the back view, and it might become a little bit more clearer. Left or right, doesn't matter at this stage, as long as you feel comfortable with that flow and the gentle circular movements. So cheerio for now. Catch up to you soon. Bye. Bye, Paul. Take care.